Hi, I'm Matthew Dixon, and here we lay rest to Amelia Patterson, a grandmother, a mother, an aunt, and a great, wonderful person overall. She was Amelia Patterson, my grandmother, was a was just love. Like she embodied love. She went out and she was there for everybody in the family. Everybody in the family was able to come to her and talk with her and have a conversation. She was the heart of the family. And for me personally, I was able to do or talk to her when there wasn't a lot of people else to talk to, and her being so welcoming and so open brought me comfort and happiness. I was able to do everything, whether watch TV or have a conversation about school or anything else in life, eat and just talk and sit and just relax. Um, I'm a person that doesn't really like reading books and stuff like that, but she herself was she like when I read with her, I was happy, I was comfortable. She made me feel like everything was gonna be okay and I don't have to be embarrassed of reading or how difficult reading is for me or whatever. Um, and for the short part of it, her death was caused by smoking. She had Alzheimer's and dementia, which led to her death. And that 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 was hard to fathom. That was the hardest thing in my life that I had to come to terms with because she was my everything. She was my all. I was I was there in the same house that she died, and I had to see her body in a body bag getting stretched out into a car, and on the ride back home after seeing that was I cried, and like I cried alone. Like like I wasn't like no one else was there to comfort me or anything. I don't think anybody else knows that I cried that day or was just feeling so broken. I am grateful that I did get to see her one last time before she passed, but also with that sadness of feeling that way, it also brings maybe some regret because maybe I could have did something more because the way that she went out was through smoking and maybe and I always question maybe if I would have known earlier I would have got her off or I would have helped her get off of smoke or stop smoking or maybe there's something I could do to make things better for her, this and that and the other. And because when you're a kid, you don't think of the bad and you don't think of what's wrong with your elders. You you just think of what you're thinking of in the moment, and each moment I had with her was a great moment to the end. So I mean, I used to see her smoke frequently and often. Probably every time I saw her, she was at least smoking a couple cigarettes a day. And seeing her, yeah, as a kid, your parents tell you smoking is bad, but when you see someone else smoking that you love, it's like why are they doing it can we help or anyway? But I would say one if I would say I could have done more. I wish I could have done more. Smoking, according to career for diseases control, 1 in 5 deaths in the United States are caused by smoking. 443,000 people die from diseases related to smoking each year. And that number, in my opinion, just rises because in lower income areas, which she was in, um, it's easier to access cigarettes. And you see it all over the commercials now that it's easier to buy cigarettes in black income area or black communities, and it's like to a lot of people's conspiracy that people are trying to get at these low income areas. It's easy to access, and it and it's there all the time for people who are down on their luck, I guess. Like everybody that is stressed and feeling overwhelmed with anything, a lot of people gravitate towards cigarettes, and that's just short. Like I feel like that's just shortening your life. You're helping death. I feel like when every time I see someone smoke, and it's irritating. Um, but this but smoking doesn't, like, if you stop smoking or smoking, if you stop smoking, you don't just help your physical health. You help your heart, your lungs, um, your mouth, gums, teeth. It, like you and your whole personality or your whole emotions will be better because it's just cigarettes are just there to hurt you, in my opinion, and hurting yourself in that degree is disappointing to see. You will have a healthier life if you don't smoke it, and not it doesn't smoking doesn't just affect you; it affects people around you, especially if you're smoking around kids and teenagers and adults. Period, just anybody. Because secondhand smoke is a real thing. People could get cancer from smoking, from just being around another smoker, and that I feel like that would be so regrettable to be like you're the cause of someone getting that cancer because you were smoking, and that that would just shorten people's life and stuff like that. Honestly, it would be easy to be like, how do we stop smoking? Just throw it all away. Throw it all away and let's not see it again. But people, I think people got to be more active, and I guess people got to be more active in the smoker's mind, or people that are smoking mind, that it's okay. You don't have to resort to smoking. We can have other alternatives to for this habit you got, or for this disease that you just caught. I feel like open communication is a way to stop this. I feel like being I feel like also people who are smoking, that you could be open to talking to people and not be afraid, that find just one person to talk to and just express how you feel and get that stress off your back so you don't have to resort and go in a corner or somewhere and just light one up. We we all, because just my grandmother in general, I would love to see her. I would have loved to see me graduate from high school. I would love to see her graduate, for me to see her when I graduate college in the future. I would love to see that. But it hurts to see, it hurts that I don't get that chance. And being at that funeral, seeing her in that casket, and still was so heartbreaking, and so see other people cry and see other people broken. I feel like in my mind, I always think it could have been avoided. It could have been stopped. This idea of smoking does not have to keep going. It doesn't have to keep living. We don't have to have that mindset of having something that clearly kills us to affect our lives. And I'll leave with this. The life we have is short, and the only one we have, and it's our responsibility how we treat ourselves and how we take care of ourselves. Be there for one another, love one another, and maybe we could stop this disease of smoking cigarettes. Thank you.